Okay, so let's pray. Our Father in heaven, we thank you for life. We thank you for the opportunity to be here, that we can explain some of the things that we have learned at Wildwood to your people. And Lord, we pray that you will give us insight. We pray, Lord, that you will bring to our memories the things that we have learned so that we can impart it to your people. Be with us in a special way, we ask. In Jesus' name, amen. Okay, so I'm from the Caribbean. I am from Trinidad originally. And every time my parents will send my siblings and I up to my grandmother in the country, I mean, it was fun. You ate all the fruits. She was an amazing cook. So, and a week prior to going back home to get ready for school, she always gave us a detox, a washout, as they say in Jamaica. But now we have moved away so far from that. And as a result, we have a lot of build-up toxins in our bodies. So one of the things I would like to start with is a molasses face mask. So we're just going to pass a bit around, and you'll just put it on your face. I'll put some on mine as well. And what that does, it draws the toxins out of that area. So you'll keep it on for like maybe 10 minutes or 15 minutes as we go along doing the different demonstrations, and you can go wash your face out and you can feel the difference. So that's one way of detoxing the body, by using molasses. And as we all know, you can use molasses internally and externally as well. So we'll just get started. And you can use your fingers. We have tissues, paper towels here that you can use. Okay. I'm sorry. Oh, blackstrap. That's pretty much the best that there is on the market.
Yeah, blackstrap's going to be best to use. Blackstrap's one of the highest sources of iron that you can find, plant-based sources of iron. So if you or anyone you know has an iron deficiency, or you find that you're always craving ice, that's a common symptom of being deficient in iron. So blackstrap molasses, like a tablespoon a day for adults, maybe a teaspoon for children, is what I'd recommend for supplementation there. It's actually 10% of blackstrap molasses is minerals. So it's 10% minerals. So you're getting a lot of nutrition there. If you crave ice, that's often a sign that you're deficient in iron.
Iron.
Yes, yeah, you could just take a tablespoon straight if you wanted. If you wanted to like incorporate it into oatmeal or something, you could do that as well. But yeah, you can just take it. If you have diabetes, I would go ahead cautiously and see how your body reacts to it. Some are okay with it, some aren't. Yes.
Oh.
Yes. I'm sorry?
For lowering blood pressure.
It helps to lower blood pressure? Yeah. I haven't heard that, but that would make sense. Yeah. I know some people use it when they're farming as well. Like a few weeks before they plant their tomatoes, they'll mix it in to a tea that they'll water into the soil, and it helps with the microbial activity and like the bacteria network that helps feed the roots. So people say it's a good way to grow some tasty tomatoes. I've never tried it. What does it do to the face exactly?
It's taking the toxins out, because even if you use just powder on your face or creams or whatever, that goes into the pores, and unless you're hydrating your skin in terms of just using coconut oil, you have a built-in or built up of whatever you're using on your face. Okay. Yeah, yeah, that's what we're gonna pass around so everyone could do a mask.
And I know most people, I don't know. Okay. Can everyone just hear me if I? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I know most people, when you think of detox, you might think of your liver and your kidneys, right? Because that's their primary job. But really, our body releases more toxins through our breathing and our skin.
Right.
That's the first and second ways that our body releases toxins, and that's why a lot of the times it's so beneficial to take your hot and cold shower, because as you get your hot your hot water in your shower, it opens up your skin pores, and then your cold water rushes the blood to the skin, and it's able to release that toxin through your skin pores, right? So that's another reason why it's good to have like a loofah or a wash rag or something to take the dead skin cells off of your skin so it can breathe and help release those toxins. So I'd imagine that your molasses here, she's the expert with the molasses, but I would think it's helping to draw those toxins through,
Yeah, it is.
the skin.
Yeah.
And another reason why deep breathing is so important, like Brother Walters mentioned about the air being important and the 8 laws of health. The deep breathing, that's one of the reasons your cardiovascular exercise is so important, is because it forces us to take those deep breaths, right, where our belly's coming out and we're using the diaphragm. A lot of doctors that work with the lungs have found that most of your lung cancer and issues with the lungs are in the lower third of the lungs, because oftentimes we just shallow breathe, get as little as we can just to keep breathing. But when we force ourselves to take those deep breaths, we're helping to open up and clean the lower third of our lungs, which is important. Dr. Agatha Thrash runs a school, what's the name of the school? UG Pines in Alabama, I believe. And she has a book on natural healing. And she mentions that if you're starting to come down with an illness, you feel like you're about to get sick, if you can take deep breaths, deep of a breath as you can, and you want to try to hold it for a count of 20, and then you breathe it out as much as you can, and you try to hold it out for a count of 10, or however long you can. And that's because then you're going to be forced to take another deep breath in. And if you can do that 20 times in a day when you feel like you're going to start getting sick, she said most of the times you'll never actually get sick. It'll help your body just to fight it off, because your lungs are what get the oxygen and bring it into your blood, so you get the healthy blood coming through your system. And so cleaning out your lungs and getting that fresh air in can really help your immune system.
Okay, that's fine. So what I've been doing back here as well is making a charcoal poultice. And what it entails is that you get the activated charcoal, and you get either psyllium husk or flaxseed ground, and you do equal portions until it gets to like a doughy consistency. I don't know if you can see that. It's not dripping easily, so you want to have it like this. Yeah? And what you do is activated charcoal and either flaxseed or psyllium husk.
And the flaxseed would want to be ground up, flax meal.
Be careful with the pew and the melassa. Okay? Don't put the pew.
I should think they wouldn't want to mess up their own. Yes. Okay. And what we will use this charcoal poultice for, if you have any type of pain, whether it's lower back pain, although that could be something as simple, if you have lower back pain, if you're not going to the bathroom regularly, you can have that, unless you have some sort of injury, if you had an automobile accident or something like that. But if you're not going on a regular basis, check your water intake, check your exercise, because you may have a backup there that something as simple as drinking more water can help. But
and if you're going to take charcoal internally, you might want to drink some more water after you take it, because it can constipate you a little bit taking the charcoal. But other than that, it's wonderful for any kind of infections or poisoning, insect bites, snake bites, anything where you're vomiting or you might have diarrhea. Your charcoal is going to work wonders. Yes, ma'am.
I did that with my mom, the charcoal. And she had scraped her leg, and it healed it really nice.
Praise the Lord. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just put it on every single day. And she had cancer too, so wherever she had pain or whatever, I put it on where she had.
Wonderful.
Yes, yes.
I read a really good book on charcoal called charcoalremedies.com. Sounds like kind of a gimmicky name, but really, really powerful book. A lot of testimonies of different things people have healed through the use of charcoal. And I read a story of someone who had kidney issues, and they put charcoal poultices over the kidneys, and you could actually smell the urine from the
Coming
body
out,
forcing the
coming out.
toxins through the skin into the charcoal. And I know in the Bible, somewhere in the Psalms, it says that herbs are put forth for the service of man. And he mentioned that if hospitals or doctors were necessary for true healing, then it would be proof that God favors the rich. Because there's many people in your third world countries that have no access to doctors or hospitals. But charcoal, anyone can access charcoal.
I use it
Praise
for stomach pain,
Absolutely.
diarrhea, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
The white of teeth as well.
Absolutely. Yes,
It
ma'am.
does.
Yeah, it definitely whitens the teeth. Yeah.
Now, something very important about the charcoal, especially people who are taking medication.
Yeah, I was just gonna mention that. If you are taking medication, because the charcoal absorbs whatever, if you're taking meds, it'll just take away all of the whatever benefits the medication is supposed to have. So you'll do it like 2 hours before or after you take your medicine.
And food too, right? Because it can take the nutrition because it binds to.
Yeah, and the rule of thought is you're not going to drink anything 2 hours or at least an hour and a half after you're eating. So that's how you'll avoid the charcoal. Blackstrap molasses. You're just doing a facial detox. So with the charcoal poultice, if anybody has pain, they can just put it on the hand, wherever wherever you're feeling pain, you will put it in that area and secure it with a cling or whatever, and you can leave it on for about 8 hours or so. Okay? Oh, no, just water, yeah.
And it doesn't have any flavor, really. It can be kind of gritty, and so it can be off-putting for people that want to just drink it. If that's the case, you could mix it up with your flax meal or slippery elm bark powder, and then just enough water, it'll create like a jelly, and then you can just drink it down like a jelly, and it won't get the gritty charcoal in your teeth. But it's not going to hurt you just drinking it in plain water either. So, if you have a child that you want to help get charcoal into for reasons of ingestion of a poison or something, or if you want to get charcoal into your eyes, you can mix up some charcoal with some water and then let it settle, and then pour off the water that's been shaken with the charcoal, and you could use that to administer charcoal to a young one, or if you wanted to get something out of your eye, that would be like a mild charcoal use.
I wash. Okay. Oh, 10 minutes or so.
You should have told me.
Yeah,
2 hours.
I don't see that you guys have splashed it on. You need to get it in there. Yeah. Yeah, I think I haven't had the bottle of water for the. I do. Okay. So have you all ever heard of Russian penicillin? Okay, so what this is just infused vitamin C. So we use oranges, grapefruit, lemons. We're going to use some garlic as well. And what that does, it helps to boost your immune system. So we can cut it. I'll just cut a few, like so. If you can get organic, yeah, and just
It's not organic, so how can I wash them?
there. Go on.
I would say baking soda, I hear, is good to wash any of your pesticides and things like that off of non-organic produce.
Or there are vegetable wash that you can probably get at Publix or
They can wash with iodine.
iodine as well. Vinegar as well, yep.
Yeah, because iodine, the body can absorb naturally. Okay, then also you are not going to put
Can you open that up a little?
How many?
Open?
like 2-3
Open.
drops.
Yeah,
in
I'm
the
just going to
water.
put it in.
You also can wash the vegetables there.
How many cloves?
Let's do one.
Just one?
Lemon, oranges, grapefruits, garlic. Oh, and leave some of this white stuff on. I don't want to take off all.
Yeah, I know if you're taking your lemon or your grapefruit and they're organic, that white skin there is very high in vitamin C. And so that's good to take in if you're feeling like you're coming down with an illness.
And we were speaking with one of the ladies earlier on, and she mentioned oregano, and that's a very useful essential oil that you must have in your kit, in your emergency kit, because it is very strong, but it's very, although it's strong and potent, it does a good job of building your immune system as well.
How do you take the oregano?
You can either put it in your water or on your food. Put a few drops on your salad. I mean, just try it out first and see which is the best area you would like to have it, because it's very strong.
Yeah, I'd maybe start with 1 drop or 2 drops. Just,
Yeah. Mm-hmm. No. No, this is one of the essential oils. You don't just put in your mouth just like that. No. You either want to put it in water or put it in your food, because it is very strong. It's going to burn you until next week. Oh, okay. So if there's anyone who has problems sleeping, do we have? Yeah? Okay. The thing to do, as Brother Larry was saying this morning, is to ascertain the cause. What do you do like 2 hours before? Let's say 4 hours prior to sleep. What do you do? Okay, watch television. And that's a stimulant as it is. So you want to make sure all of your blue lights are off by at least 7. 7, yeah. If you want a good night's sleep, of course, because there is so much stimulants when you're looking at these, I don't know what you're looking at, movies or what have you. So you might want to bear that in mind. And a hot shower does it for me, not hot and cold, because you don't want to stimulate yourself. So I take a hot shower after work, and that sort of, helps me to get a good night's sleep. You can also use lavender oil, put it in a diffuser, or you can just, put it on your neck, some places where you can smell, on your pillow, where you can smell it, and that helps calm you down as well. And you don't want to start drinking water or you know, continue your water intake at least 2 hours prior to your bedtime, because that's another,
Keep you up in the middle of the night.
yeah, that's going to keep you up and down in the bathroom, so you want to bear that in mind. So I'm leaving the lemon skin on.
Lots of vitamin C.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard someone mention valerian root. That's an herb that's
I wasn't going to.
popular for taking as a tea to help sleep. A lot of the times
Okay.
they'll mix it with passion flower, hops flower,
Do you put
and,
onion in your...
and valerian root, I believe is really that used. I've also heard oat straw is good to help sleep, primarily for those who might be anxious. Oat straw helps with anxiety.
So hang on.
That keeps people up at night. Mimosa flowers. I know you guys have the mimosa trees everywhere down south here. The little pink flowers that look like they're almost from another world. Beautiful flowers. In China, they call it the tree of happiness. And so the flowers dried and used in a tea are really good for depression or anxiety. The bark dried is used to ground oneself, if you will. So those, and it's also used to help one get to sleep, the flowers of the mimosa tree, so something that...
Do you know anything about verbine? A plant called verbine?
Verbon, no. Margaret, are you familiar with?
I remember that in Trinidad, but I don't remember what it's for. I know they used to make a tea with it.
It's good for respiratory problems, asthma,
Okay.
Red
Okay. And unless there's like a generic name for vervine, I haven't really seen it. I should check that out because I haven't never seen it in the herb store.
Yeah, I've never seen it in the store.
Okay. So I'll keep an eye out for that. So Gaia Scali, she puts onion in her Russian penicillin. So I'm going to put like a half of
Yeah,
A
I'm
half.
saying something about the onion. The onion is good for when the person has some difficulty to breathe. When the person has asthma, and also
That's
you
it?
only need
You
to
can
do
see if you need to
cut
put some
like
more.
this, the onion, and put the person smell the onion, and this is how. Also, when a person has cold or flu, you can put the cut some onions and put them in one container and put next to the
Like a
right
nightstand.
elbow, yeah. And this is how. I remember when I had COVID, I used the onion a lot. So I take one leaf and I cut and I put here in my chest, and I was smelling, breathing that. And this is helped me a lot. With difficulty to breathe was amazing. Also, with the onion, you can also do the syrup. So you cut the onion in small pieces, and then you cover them with honey.
Yeah, with the raw honey.
And leave there, you can leave there for 3-6 hours, and then you can use with the people as a suffer of coughing, and you can give the teaspoon of that syrup to drink, and this is how. This is very good for the alveolo, the lungs, to help to
Expand.
release inflammation, and for that reason reduce the cough and
cough.
these problems, respiratory problems.
I have a question. My mom usually takes, whenever we were little and had a cold, she takes the white and purple onion, and she would just reduce like a syrup, just like that. And I've heard some people add garlic and honey. And is it the same thing, or would it take away some of the properties from the onion?
No, yeah, that would be good. That would be good, yeah.
Because this little thing it's very difficult to lose the benefits. It's also used for earache. If somebody has an earache, you can warm it a bit and put it on the air. It draws out the,
Bottom of your feet.
Yeah,
Really good. It'll
yes.
draw toxins out.
yeah,
Okay.
yes.
I'm just gonna run this real fast, and then we'll get your question.
It's good. Oh, okay, yeah, it is blood, yeah. Yep, okay.
You mentioned garlic that your mom used to add in with the onion. I've also heard of people fermenting garlic in a raw honey. So you get raw garlic cloves and cover it with raw honey. Let it ferment for a few weeks, and then that garlic just turns into medicine that you can keep in the pantry,
Right.
basically.
It's ready?
Yeah, oh yeah, it's phenomenal.
Let's see. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it draws the toxin, in the air, in the environment, yeah. Oops, hang on, yeah. God bless you. So, well, ooh. I was going to say, do some exercise and, I don't know, really. But is it affecting your health, though? I mean, you're not driving or anything like that? Yeah. So are you alert when you drive? To a point. Okay. What do you think?
I know people that struggle with fatigue syndrome. All of your mitochondria and all of your cells, there's two pathways for energy. And one pathway is like an 8-step pathway that gives you 2 energy, and then there's a 2-step pathway that gives you 10 energy, let's say. But it requires oxygen. And so that's why the more we get out and we get that exercise and the fresh air, the more energy we'll have, right? If you look at kids that are outside running around and playing all the time, it's like they're never ending with the amount of energy that they have, right? And it's like to those that have, more will be given type thing. And so those who suffer from the chronic fatigue syndrome, just getting out and doing what they
You
can,
have to make some
they'll find
more.
that the next day they can get out and go a little bit further, and then maybe the next day they can make it all the way to the mailbox. So then eventually, just continuing to do what they can, God will give them more and more energy. And so I don't know that that helps you at all, but well, yeah. I know ginseng is a powerful herb that helps with remaining alert, but you would want to cycle it. You maybe take it for 3 weeks on and then take it 3 weeks off. But the ginseng can help with giving energy. Yeah, I would maybe try that. The blender, it's a Vitamix. Oh yeah, yeah, it's loud.
You said 3. Okay, so you will use this, like we mentioned before, if somebody is getting a flu, doesn't feel well, because it has a boost of vitamin C. So you get your C's, of course, from your oranges, grapefruits, lemons, even some of your vegetables, but of course you're not going to blend these together. You're just going to do your citrus and infuse it with your garlic And you can drink as much as you want because it's not going to harm you. It's just going to make you feel better. It may not taste very good, but usually that's what happens. The taste really isn't as appealing as, if you something like a cheesecake or something, but it'll do much more benefit to the body. So we're just going to do 2 more demonstrations. And again, all these things, of course, you can get in your refrigerator. So with the cabbage, we can do a poultice, not like not like the charcoal. This one is pretty easy. If you have pain, again, what you can do with it, we will take this inside out, cut it out. And of course, it's already washed, so we cut it out. And either get a rolling pin or use the back of the knife, the handle of the knife, and you will just bruise it. So you're letting out all of the, all of the nutrients that's in it, the goodness that's in it. And again, wherever that pain is, you just put it on the affected area. And again, you just put a wrap, leave it on for like 8 hours. You may have to do it like a few times before you get some relief, but this is an excellent source of curing, pain in whatever part of the body that you have.
Keep the leaf wet?
Pain?
Or do you keep the leaf wet?
Once you wash it, dry it off, and once you release this, it's not pectin, but once you release it, you can put it on a wet napkin, put it on your arm or wherever, and just leave it, like for 8 hours or so.
Histidine.
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 Yeah, histidine, yeah.
What's inside the cabbage helps with pain management.
Yeah.
I don't remember what I was going to mention.
So that also helps with joint pain?
Yes. Yeah. It does.
Another good one, joint pain, you're about to do next, I think.
Right. And another one that's really good for joint pain is ginger. And again, it depends on the area that you want to apply the quote unquote poultice. So you can just average for the size that you want it on, and you just grate it, put it again on your wrap. I think Bounty is pretty much one of the best absorbents, so you put it on the Bounty, and again, you put it wherever you're having pain. And mind you, this one is going to burn.
The ginger.
It's going to burn a whole lot. So be careful with the area that you're putting it on and the amount. But the pain helps to penetrate the bone, and it does help. It does work. So you can try that as well.
Another good one for joint pain would be a castor oil compress. Mm-hmm. And so you could cover like a paper towel or a washcloth with castor oil, and then saran wrap it onto the afflicted point. And the castor oil is going to get in deep and help with that joint pain or whatever it may be. I believe you had a question?
You can do the cabbage, yeah. Oh, something natural, yeah. You can also do a facial. Guys, Kali is going to, she's going to tell you more about that. Another remedy that you can use.
And I think that would help a lot. A lot of the times with pain management, if you do a hot and cold treatment, the Bible tells us that the life is in the blood. right?
Yeah.
And so our blood naturally has a lot of pain management things in it, if you will. I don't know the
Yeah,
scientific
internally,
terms,
we can.
but a lot of the time, the reason
yeah.
pain is there is because there's inflammation and the blood there is stale, right? And so when you get the cold there, it constricts the blood vessels and sends that old blood out, and then the hot treatment brings new blood in. So just doing some hot and cold treatment a lot of the times can bring a lot of relief if you're suffering from different pain ailments.
Right, and if. Go.
How long do you leave the castor oil?
On
Up to 8 hours.
yeah,
Yeah, 8 hours. You're welcome.
And also, it's good if you warm up the castor oil before
Yeah.
you do the compress.
You can get a little bowl, and either you can use a flannel material or Bounty. You can fold it up, put it in the little bowl, and pour the castor oil in. And when you're ready to use it, you can put it on wherever and use a hot a towel, yeah, or one of those heating pads. Thank you.
Praise the Lord.
To get you can use a heating pad, yeah, to keep it warm. Yeah, so it can penetrate. Headaches, for me, whenever I do get headaches, first of all, it's an indication that I haven't drunk enough water. So watch that. And another thing that I do, I don't take pills. I reach for my peppermint oil. And what I do, put it around my hairline. Even in my hair, you can put the peppermint oil. And after a while, it just soothes it and it goes away. Yes, yeah, it is. For migraines, you can start that. You can try that. You can try that.
Another thing maybe we're trying to, I know sometimes headaches can be caused with estrogen deficiency or swings, so you could try wild yam.
Well, go quickly and come back. When you come back, you stop. When you come back, you'll be done. You stop, so you
Not
can
that I'm
just
aware of,
transition.
but I can look into it and get back with you, sister. I'll ask around. Another, maybe I'll talk about the salve.
Yeah, sure.
So another way I like to get castor oil in is by making a beeswax salve. So if you get beeswax, you can make a double boiler on the stove where you just heat up steam under a bowl. So you get like a pot of water and then a bowl that goes on the top, almost like you were going to temper down chocolate for those that like to cook. And you get a double boiler and you would combine beeswax with an oil, and it would make like a salve like this. And so you might use 2 parts oil to 1 part beeswax, or this is 5 parts oil to 1 part beeswax, so it's a little more liquidy. I'll pass this around if people would like. And I put comfrey root. You could comfrey. Yeah, so I put comfrey root and castor oil. Yeah, root or the leaves. Yeah. So you can use either or both if you wanted. Very good externally to help get down in joint pain or healing of wounds. And so there's a little bit of olive oil, castor oil, and beeswax. And I just got the castor oil and the comfrey root and simmered it for a little while to get the medicine into the oil. And then you just whisk it in with your beeswax on your double boiler until the beeswax melts. And then you would pour it in your tin, and it'll harden and give you a salve that you can then use and apply for wound care or anything like that. And you can do that with any herbs that you wanted to use. If you have yarrow that grows around, it's a really beautiful flower. It's got little tiny, almost looks like carrot flowers. It's called yarrow, and the leaves of the yarrow plant is very good for healing wounds. So you could use it to stop bleeding, and it works really well. But you would want to be careful with deep wounds because it could heal the wound where the inside still wasn't healed, if that makes sense. But for superficial wounds, it helps them heal very, very fast.
And you can use cayenne pepper for wounds as well. It helps bring the skin back together. Cayenne pepper. It burns initially, but it works wonderfully. And For just general information, if you want to make any type of oil with whatever flowers you may have at home or plants, I think for me, I know Ryan may have a different opinion, but for the best carrier oil that you can use is olive oil. So you'll get like a dark bottle, put the olive oil, put whether you have lavender, you can put the lavender, whatever flower you have, you can put it in the bottle with the olive oil, put it in a dark place, and every day or every so often, you just shake it up so it releases and it infuses whatever plant or flower you have in the oil. And you leave it for maybe a month, and you can use it for your skin, for your hair, or however you want to use it. So,
I would use this for wound healing. Anything wound healing.
I was just going to talk about that. At Wildwood, we don't have a book. They're putting some compilation together. But how many of you have heard of Meat Ministry with Dr. Thomas Jackson? Okay, so this is his book, and it's very condensed, and you have a lot of different herbs that you can learn about and how you can best use them. So you can Google Thomas Jackson Meat Ministry, and you can go into their shop and purchase one of these books. Okay? This one is God's Farmacy, and of course you see how the pharmacy is spelled.
Like farm, as if you're farming tomatoes. And then
Yeah, because the whole thing about self-supporting ministries is to get you away from conventional medicine and bringing you back to Eden, back to Eden, exactly. Because that's what God wants from us, especially at this time in Earth's history, where we are told by Spirit of Prophecy. You guys still adhere to Spirit of Prophecy, yeah? She says that now every member should take hold of the medical missionary work, because it's not only going to benefit us, but our loved ones and people we come in contact with. Because as we saw what happened in the last 3 years, people needed help, and help was not available. And God does have a better way. So he wants us to know of that so that we can help other people. So, go on.
I heard a pastor one time say, man's plan is to medicate, God's plan is to educate. Right? Because God wants us to know. He wants to come and let us reason together. So, yeah.
Okay. So that wraps up this part of our demonstration. Guy Scully is going to come up and show us how to do some hot and cold treatments. Again, God's method alone will bring true success. So when someone has a headache and we use water, or tell them about water, and they might be, that's not going to work. But when it works, it's like, wow. Because, God uses the simple things to confound the wise. We're just going to take the whole thing down. Okay. So thank you for your participation, and may God continue to give you good health.
Okay, good afternoon or good evening. I'm going to explain some hydro treatment. Is we divided hydro in two words. Is hydro is water, and therapy is therapies with water, but the water in the three states is steam, ice, and liquid. Okay, solid and liquid. And this is because sometimes when people receive treatment, they say, oh, but this is hydro? I believe that I need to immerse in water. No, because could be steam or could be solid. So you see the ice, and you are receiving hydro. Also, hydrotherapy is, we use hot and cold because the hot helps then the vessels dilate, and the cold constrict the vessel. And it's like a bomb. So when we apply hot, the vessels open and the flow of the blood go like a speed, fluid very fast. When we apply cold after that, immediately do this. But we don't apply hydro only one time. We apply more than one. And then the first, I told you, is open with the heat, and then close with the cold. Open with the heat, close. And it's doing this. What organ in our body do that? The heart. And when we do this in any place of our body, what we are doing? Helping with what? With circulation. With circulation. And it's better circulation, what happens? Better nutrients, more oxygen. It's like the flow of the blood is running for all the body. Doesn't matter if we do in the hands, all the blood is circulate for all the body. If we do in the knee, it's the same. We do in the neck, we do in the back, all the flow of the blood is circulate, and for that reason, it's amazing how God tell us with this simple treatment we can obtain healing. Because sometimes you say, wow, but what can say hot and cold? Yeah, it's because sometimes we don't walk. And this that we do in that part of the body that is affected is like when we walk. When we walk, also, the blood circulates in our body. Okay? And when this happens, the tissues, the organs, receive more nutrients and also help to release inflammation, to release pain, also calm the nerves. It depends on the treatment that you apply. Of course, I'm not going to tell many, but I'm going to tell some that you can apply easy in your house. I'm going to start with steam inhalation. Somebody was talking about sinus. No, you can tell me. What do you say? You want to be here? The thing is, the demonstration that I'm going to do is going to be in dry way. So I'm not going to do the real treatment because we need to spend more than an hour. Because most of the time, the treatment is at least 15 minutes, okay? It's not only I can explain two, no more than that. But I'm going to explain more than that. And the secret of that, the steam inhalation is you have a basin, could be smaller than that. Also, you can use an umbrella. I didn't bring, but you can put the umbrella here and put hot water, very hot, here. And then the person is going to sit here. And with the umbrella, it's like the towel is not going to be over the person. You are going to see how I'm going to do with Ryan. Ryan is going to be my patient in this moment. He's going to sit here. Imagine that I have hot water here. I put the very hot there with the water, and then close. Also, you can put eucalyptus oil, three drops of that. And this is also help to release the congestion of the chest, so all the upper respiratory system. Okay, this is also going to help a lot with sinus, a lot. It's because you are going to start to drain. And also, one of the fabulous things with hydro is like the contraindication that the hydro has is not like a B. It's some treatment is the pain, the person have problem with the heart, or is the person is diabetic, because what happened, they lose to be sensitive. And you know, we can burn there, okay? But if we take the precautions of that, we can apply also treatment for them. And with this, you feel like the sting is too much, put a little more farther, okay? And then, okay, he's going to be here. We can use a big towel, but this is not going to cover all, but we can use the big towel. You can put all like this. And to keep the heat there. If you feel that it's too hot, take a blanket. Or, like I told you, put the umbrella and then put the blanket. And you are going to smell in there. Do you know? Also, this treatment could be there, the person for 20 minutes. 20 minutes there, breathing that. After that, I had another bucket. What kind of water? Cold water, ice water, ice water. And you know, you can have a washcloth. What happened? You don't need to keep it there. I didn't finish the treatment. This patient is Are you okay? It's not burning you the skin? Okay, thank you. Okay, you can have a washcloth or a hand towel. This hand towel, maybe it's better because it's a little bigger than that. And you put in the ice water, well, then be cold, okay? And then wrinkle. And after, need to be like 30 seconds before the person is going to finish, because you are not going to wait like 10 minutes and the person leave the treatment. No. When he's like this, okay, the time is done. And now, okay, you wrinkle because 30 seconds, he's not going to die, or the person is not going to die for 30 seconds more. 30 seconds, not 30 minutes, okay? And then you wrinkle this, and the first thing you are going to say, tell the person, please, take this. Ryan, are you alive? Okay, and pass in the face, put in the face. Put in the face and all the face. And also, one secret about every treatment of hydro. After every treatment, you need to rest. 15, 20, 30 minutes, or an hour, it depends the intensity of the treatment. Okay, and after that, he stayed there like 30 seconds, 1 minute with the cold, and that's it. It's done. Okay, and this is you can do every day, and also you can do twice per day, one in the morning and then in the afternoon too. Okay, this is what is the name of this treatment? Okay, but what is the name specific of this treatment? I cannot hear you.
Steam inhalation.
So,
Just helping.
you don't need a steam inhalation, okay? Yeah. Thank you, Brian. Okay, this is the first treatment. Any question about that?
What is the name again?
Steam inhalation. Okay. And what kind of oil you can put in the water? Eucalyptus. Another?
It's like a 10 minutes hot and 30 seconds cold.
20 minutes, you can put the person there, and 30 seconds or 1 minute, cool. So with the towel there, yeah.
So you're right, if you were doing hot and cold treatments, usually 3 minutes hot, 30 seconds cold is a good guideline.
Yeah. Also, this is the principle. We all the time finish with cold. All the, huh?
I was going to say prayer.
No, we start with prayer,
Oh, okay.
but we finish with cold. We start every treatment with prayer because remember, it's God through this treatment that is going to do the healing for the person.
We can use it also for shower. Start with hot, finish with cold.
Yes. Yes. This is another treatment that I'm going to explain to you.
Before you start the second one, you might be doing a prayer person, so 20 minutes might be too long for them. So it depends on the person and their condition.
Yeah. Yeah, because also it's like you are going to start and you are going to see and you are going to know yourself or the person that you are going to apply every treatment. One of the things, I'm going with you, don't burn the patient. Please, no. If the person, I'm going to explain another treatment, but if the person says it's hot, you don't say, oh, this is not hot. It's hot. Because everybody is different. Maybe one tolerates more hot and one tolerates more cold. And do you know that you can burn the person with cold? Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, this is also, you can prevent, you can do the treatment for prevention, but you don't need to do like every day or twice per day, do you know? And also, you can see for both. For both, yeah. Because also the hydrotherapy is not only when the person is sick, it's also the treatments help to increase your immune system. So also, what is the soldiers that we have in our body? White blood cells. And when we apply this and we do hot and cold, this is our soldiers is more strong and can fight. I'm going to explain something that is not about hydro, but it's about how any person can get sick. We had the triangle. It's 3 agents that isn't playing games to get sick. One is the environment. We have control with the environment? No. The other is the agent that caused the illness. We have control with that? No. No, we don't have control. Because do you know that when we touch also the wall, there is bacteria and virus there? Yeah, we cannot control there. Or every day I'm going to put bleach or there. No, they are there because the bleach sometimes don't kill that and don't kill virus. And also they multiply and sometimes mutate. And the third is you and me. If these 3 is not together, the illness is not come. We don't have control with the environment. We don't have control with the agents that produce the illness. But we can control us. And what is important in us? To keep our immune system up. If we keep our immune system up, is rarely that you get sick. Do you see that sometimes people, it's like a hot cold or flu all the time? And the others can pass and the people maybe sneezing in their face and they don't have? Because it's dependent on the immune system of the person. And for that reason, this is very important because it's us, like we need to pay attention how is our immune system. And you say, but how can you do that? Well, one of the thermometers is if you get sick easily. Something is with your body, it's like the soldier is not very strong, okay? And I'm going to explain now contra shower or alternate hot and cold in different places. Why I say contra shower? Because who doesn't have shower in your house? Everybody has shower. It's no, we have containers with water, huh? And the principle is the same, hot and cold. The contra showers is the apply or the treatment alternate hot and cold water for 3 times, 4 times. It's better 3 times. You can do 3 times. And what is the secret? 3 minutes hot, 30 seconds cold. This is help to increase your immune system. This is help if the person has cold, flu, or if the person has a pain or inflammation or a strain, how you say? Strains. And so this is help. Remember that I said before, when we do that, we move the blood, and this is relief the inflammation and the pain. And how you are going to do, I say, wow, but how I can count 3 minutes? Well, do you know? Most of us, we have cell phone. Put a song or an in that is for 3 minutes. Do you know? Or the timer, 3 minutes, and then 30 seconds, you can count 30 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, and you say, it's cold, it's 5, it's 6, it's 7, okay, for 30 minutes, for 30 seconds. And then, again, 3 minutes, 30 seconds. And you are going to finish with cold. For how long? 30 seconds. And after that, what you are going to do? Go to cook and go outside? Rest. Doesn't matter if you are not going to sleep, but you need to rest. You say, why rest? When we apply that, our heart starts to beat what? Fast. And what happens with our body? Homeostasis? No. Because the body is like you are running, energized. And do you know, when you rest, the body get cooled down and get the homeostasis. And then after do you rest, you have more energy, for sure, okay? This is, what is the name of that treatment? Contra shower. But do you know, I told you that we can do alternate hot and cold in different ways. It's the same. You can have 2 buckets with hot and cold. How we can taste is too hot and too cold? No, but too hot. How? With this. If you see that it's hot, put a little more cold. And when, it's okay. Okay. Oh, I had something in my hand. Okay, I put this. How many minutes? 3. Okay, 3 pass. What I'm going to do now? Okay, cold. how many? 30 seconds. And then hot again, okay? But do you know, when we go for the second one, you don't feel the same heat. What you are going to do? Put a little more. Okay, now it's better. And this you can do with your elbow, you can do with your foot, with the legs. This is, you can do alternate hot and cold, okay? This is help, like I told you, to release inflammation, to release the pain, and also to increase the immune system, okay? Mm-hmm.
No Epsom salt, nothing.
Okay, the Epsom salt you can use because the Epsom salt also help to release the inflammation. It's very good for that. You can put Epsom salt. It's no, yeah.
Yeah, one other thing, if you have a parent or a friend who is diabetic, you have to be very careful.
Yeah.
And make sure that, like Guy Scotty said, if the water is hot for us and the person is saying, oh, that's hot, it is hot for them. It may not be hot, for us, but it will be for them. So just be careful, especially when you're dealing with diabetics, to listen to them, because you don't want to hurt them any further.
Also, as that we have been doing in the lifestyle center there, I was working in Hydro for 5 years in the department there. And when we taste for diabetes with the elbow, for us it's okay, we put more cold water. So like, for me it's okay, and then I put more cold water. So because, it's not, we can burn them, it's not good for them, okay? Another thing that I'm going to explain to you, everybody had t-shirts in your house, huh? For children and for us. Okay, I bring one. Do you know, I try to disappear. If you are going to have one, you can also take the leaves out. But I hide the leaves. And then this, what do you think that I'm going to put this? In what kind of water? Okay, cold water. We don't have hot water in this moment. We have only ice water. And I'm going to put this in my ice water. Very good. And then I wrinkle well. Okay? No water. It's very wrinkled. No more water. And now, if the person has congestion in the chest, flu, cold, you do that, and then take all the it's not going to do that. It's going to put this without any clothes. They put hot, cold like this, and then you put another sweater and another, and then go to the bed and sleep until tomorrow. Okay, and the person is going to feel good. With the little children, do you know what we take? We take the salves and put in the cold water, wrinkle or squeeze out well the water, and then put in the feet, and then put another one, and then maybe put the pajama, and then cover them well and to sleep. Is they want to sleep? Well, you stay with them, but try to then the part of the feet they not be cold, be warm. Okay, you can put more than one sauce. Okay, this is how for them to release the congestion, sometimes in the chest, and when they had cold or flu, this is good. Okay, don't be afraid, because sometimes, oh, is I got pneumonia? Oh, no. If you cover this treatment also, when we do hot and cold, try to be in a room that the air is not flowing, okay? All the time. At least then you put ready cold. But this is. Do you understand? And any question about this?
What's it called?
Huh?
What is it called?
Well, this is no. This is also alternate as a cold and hot. Because also when we put, this is wet sheet. But also, do you know, our body is amazing that when we put cold, they start to produce heat. And do you know, this is going to be warm in the morning. Sometimes it's very thin, it's going to be almost dry. And this is also, the body is detox. Okay, I'm going to explain another one.
That can be done with a full sheet as well. You put someone on the bed with maybe a shower curtain if somebody has a fever. Put them, because a fever just is an indication that the body is trying to heal itself. Yes. And you don't know. But with children and with anyone, you just have to make sure that the body temperature doesn't get over like maybe 102 or what have you. So, right, especially the kids. So you put them on a shower curtain. They have to be naked. You wrap them with a wet, cold towel, and then you tuck in the blankets. You tuck in the blankets because that contrast is going to allow the body to get rid of whatever fever or whatever, not only toxins, but if they're coming on with a cold or what have you. This was even a good remedy for COVID, believe it or not, because it's the whole body getting that water treatment, so to speak, to help the immune system, rise to its optimal level. So,
So that one you're only doing for a few hours though, right?
No, because
Could be all night.
as well.
But exactly.
Yeah, that's why you do it with the feet. Yeah.
Also, I think for them, this with the t-shirt is work. Also, they have fever, you can use the water first, and it's like a little warm, and then you put cold. And this is got the fever down. And now I'm going to explain.
Sorry, can I ask a question about?
Yes.
So is that just like if somebody's sick, they have fever? When would you use that? The T-shirt and the sheet?
It's more when the person had cold, flu, fever. Yeah, and this we can use it. Oh, okay.
If they want to boost your immune system, you can do it to yourself as well.
Yeah, but I recommend more contra shower. It's easy. Every day. Yeah, every day, and you finish. You don't have time to do 3 changes, do 2. But all the time, if you are going to do 1, put a lot of heat, hot water, and finish with very cold water. I said sometimes I do twice per day. But sometimes I don't have time to do 3 times, 2 changes. And I do 1 very hot, and then I put cold water for 30 seconds or 1 minute. And then sometimes I rest only 10 minutes, no more, and go. Okay? In this moment, I think I'm going to explain 2 more, this and the other one, because I don't know what time you see. Okay, I'm going to explain heating compress. Heating compress help when you have sore throat, when you have earache, when you had also headache. So this is, you can use. I use this because I didn't bring the thin cloth. It's very thin, need to be thin because it's not thin when you put in cold water. It's going to keep the water for more for longer. It's thin, is the body dry faster, okay? And also with the t-shirt, it's good and it's thin and not thick, okay? And then, yeah, could be cotton or could be part of the sheet. Yeah, a little you cut and then, yeah. And then this, you are going to put in what kind of water? Ice water. You put there and then squeezing out the water, and you are going, Ryan, okay, you are going to put like this. And then, how many of us, we have socks in our house? Everybody. Okay, I'm going to use this to keep is thick sock is better, okay? And you can put a safe clip, or I think it's better a safe clip because I want to put the part of the sock inside the other one. You cover well the wet. And this, the person can sleep with this. Okay, and in the morning it's going to be better. I said for earache, you sleep ready? For earache, headache, or any problems, sore throat, or okay, any problems involve the higher upper respiratory system. Any question about? Okay. How is the name of this treatment? Heating compress. Yeah, heating compress. Now, I think Ryan, you stay there. Now I'm going to explain the last treatment. But this treatment is going to be in two. I told somebody that I'm going to explain something that is the person has hypertension, also is the person has headache, is the person had also is a flu, cold. You can use this treatment. The treatment is a hot foot bath. We use a lot for people that suffer of hypertension. The same principle. In this packet, we are going to put hot water. And also before the person put the feet here, you taste it. My English is, I speak Spanish. And do you know, you taste the water with the elbow. Okay, and now the person, oh, sorry, you need to stand up first. I need to put another thing before. Okay, in this moment, I'm going to use this. This is a flat sheet, okay? And For hot foot bath, you put a flat sheet there. But for the Russian steam bath, you put a blanket, then a flat sheet. Okay? Because then the person need to sweat a lot. And then, now, the persons can sit. You put, it doesn't matter with the shoes you want, put there. Okay. And after that, we are going to wrap. This patient is good because helping me. Doesn't matter, leave this because I'm going to put the towel. Leave there. No, okay. Do you know, we work with the thing that we have. Because not all the time when you go to help somebody, you have everything. Okay? For that reason, we need to see what is the principle. Okay? Hot in the feet, cold in the head. And also, because what you want to do, then the person sweat. Okay? And then, the washcloth, you need to cover well that the heat doesn't come out. And then, the ice water, wrinkle, and do you know, when the person is sitting, if you put we use, they're going, and do you know what I do? I put that. Because then I need is the person had the head cold. Why?
Because the heat releases from there.
Yeah, and also what we want to release the congestion in the head. And when do we put the heat in the feet? It's like the blood is going up or go down. Go down. But if we keep heat here, where is going to be the blood? Here. And for that reason, we put cold here and heat in the feet, and the blood goes for the feet. This is what we need. Also, with this treatment, if the person had very high blood pressure, you can put also the heat pad and the level of the kidneys before you wrap them. And this is help a lot. The blood pressure go down. Yeah. So I told you because I have been seeing this in the lifestyle when I did to the patients, and it's go down. Example is the person is not after the person rests like a 3 hour after, you can do again. So the person could be there for 20, 30 minutes. Also an hour could be there. But you need to be with them. Don't leave it, the person. Also, another thing is, in this we had hot water, because you are going to leave the person there for longer, you need to check the hot water of the feet. And do you know, it's like how is the water in the feet?
Perfect.
You need to say that it's cold.
It's really cold.
It's really cold. Okay. And do you know, I say, listen to me, you don't need to burn the patient. And you open this a little here and say, can you put this foot over the other one? And you put your hand here. And then you put a lot of water. How is the water?
It's much better.
Much better? Can I put a little more hot?
Sure.
Okay. Now?
Yeah, it's a little hot.
It's a little hot. Okay, I'm going to put a little cold. And you turn hot and cold all the time, because you know.
There we go.
Now, okay. Can you put your foot again? Okay, thank you. You know, this is, you need to do this the time that the person is going to be there. Most of the time, in treatments with hydro, need to be another person, at least than the contra shower. But also, if the person that you are going to do contra shower is weak, take a chair. Don't permit that the person fall there, no, or pass out, no. Put a chair, and the person can sit there, and you can use hot and cold. Okay, after when I'm finished this, I'm going to finish now. This. No, I'm going to explain the Russian steam bath.
Okay, and during the process, in every treatment, hydro treatment, offer your patient water. You offer them water so they can stay
Oh, yeah.
hydrated as well.
You offer water. True. Thank you. Okay, this is keep there. But the difference with the hot foot bath and the Russian steam bath is you use a kettle and put under here, under the chair, and then you are going to get another blanket and wrap. Okay, avoid all then no air can come. Okay? And all the time, your cold water and keep it there. Okay? The Russian steam bath is a very, very good treatment. This is we can do for keep our immune system up. This is how to detox. We use for people with cancer. We use for people that had any immune disease, autoimmune disease. We use, I think, for almost every illness, we use this Russian steam bath. It is a hard treatment, but also after the Russian steam bath, the person needs to rest at least 30 minutes. Because I told you, it depends on the treatment. There is another treatment, but this is you are not going to do. And we also use for people with cancer or with autoimmune disease, cold fever bath. The person stay there an hour for receiving heat. And increase the temperature, and the person need to rest for an hour. It's not need to rest in an hour. And this is a help also for all when we have congestion in chest and abdomen, as a help this treatment. Okay, it's very, very good to increase the immune system. You can do every day you want. You can do every week. Is the only that I say the contraindication is the person, example, has a problem with the heart. The only that you need to do to keep and to help with the heart is put ice pack there. Okay, and every treatment that we use is for person that had problem is with the heart problem, we put ice over the heart, because this is help than the raise how the beat the heart is not raised too much. Okay, to fin. The what? Vertigo. Yeah. Okay, another thing that I'm going to say to the person that suffer arthritis, and when you are going to do contra shower, you put cold and then put warm. Then the person leave with warm water. Because if you keep it cold, they feel like they are very cold in your palms, okay? This is something done. And now to finish this treatment is, okay, I had cold water here, and then I'm going to lift up the blanket, and I say, okay, lift up the feet. No. Nope. Obey me. And then you don't put the feet in the hot water, and you put the cold water. And then take the feet out and dry. And after that, you take a hand towel, and you are going to do as a cold meeting friction. Or also, you can put the person in the shower with warm and then cold water. But I recommended you to do cold meeting friction because it's safely. When I say safely, because do you know, if the person had been there and you put in the cold water and the person pass out, you say, no, we don't need that. You do like this and you start, okay, you take these blankets out. It's hot, huh?
Warm.
Don't stop. Okay. And then you have your cold water, and then you are going to do like this. Okay? Give me your arm. And then like this. Oh, also, the person can put the arm like this, and you do like this. Okay? For all the body. Also, at the end, go like this, and you can use the same hand towel, put in the cold water, and then this, and do the friction. And after that, what the person is need to do? Rest. Any question? I think was all done. Yeah. Well, I hope so. You can use this treatment that I explained to you also. We have here yes. Okay, it's different. Here is heating compress. Heating compress, you can get them. And hot foot bath. And also we have charcoal poultice. Yeah. And there is also the hot foot bath, the heating compress, and the contra shower. They are going to explain more as how you can to use. And remember that I said the alternate hot and cold. You can release the congestion in your chest, in the joints, in the abdomen, in the head. Okay? When it's chest, it's bronchitis, pneumonia, cold, flu. When it's abdomen, could be any problem with the intestine. Also, could be headache, asthma. Also, we for cramps. Cramps. And also for joints, I told you, pain, inflammation. This is help a lot. I knew a person, she broke something in her foot, and she never went to the doctor. And also she did hot and cold, put poultice of clay, and her food is good. I told you, was in 2012. And until now, she's walking normal. She doesn't have any problem. So this treatment that God is giving us work. Okay, we need to trust Him and pray all the time, and God is going to heal. So it's God has the power, and God doesn't make mistake. Trusting in that, and you are going to see how it is. Sometimes we say, "Oh, it's work," or "No, it's work," and doesn't have side effect like the conventional medicine. And well, use this that we can explain today, and I hope so you can be a blessing to others with this. Thank you for your attention. I appreciate that.